I've been driving motorbikes since I'm young. It's freedom, and you've just while you're riding, you've no worries, you know. You're just riding, and that's it. When Sarah was born, they said to the girl, I was really happy because I said I won't have to worry. She probably won't get on motorbike. Having said that, now, if she hadn't been ill, she probably would have got on a motorbike because she was a bit of a rebel, I think. You know, she had that kind of spirit in her. She was wild. When you'd see her, you'd smile. You know, she just lit up the room. If anyone's birthday was on, we'd have candles on the cake, and she'd have to blow them out 5 or 6 times at least. I know I'm probably biased, but I think she was just unbelievably gorgeous. Without Sarah, it's just hard. But at least when I go out on the bike, I don't be thinking as much, you know. That's what I need, you know. That's what people need. You need something probably to distract you, you know. Jimmy was born in 2005, and, you know, everything was perfect. You know, for a short spell, we just had the perfect family and just so happy until Sarah got sick. We say she was very slow to walk, you know, and when she did start walking, she started falling a lot, you know. She was very unbalanced. We knew she was behind, but we thought she'd just kind of get going in her own time. One day then, she was particularly ill, and Mary said, there's something not right here, you know, there's something not right. So we brought her into the A&E and got her admitted, and while inside then she started getting seizures. And that was the start of our journey. Months and months later, probably, she was diagnosed with Alpers. And that they told us she had a year, if we were lucky. I just looked it up and realised what it was. Like, it just frightened the life out of me, you know.
They were just in bits, because it's, you know, you when you find out about this first, you kind of, I suppose you grieve the life that, what kind of life could she have had? And like, how much it changed the whole family.
I mean, with great support with family and friends, just unbelievable. But like, once we closed that door every night, it was me, Mary, Jimmy and Sarah. You see little things happening that, you know, you can see she loses some little ability, and then it starts to make it real.
You all right, Sarah? Sarah? Sarah Crowe?
She never saw her illness. She just stayed the same person that she was. She still loved her music and singing, and she'd still try her best to dance and play.
Dear Sam, is you going to laugh? I so try.
You know, and once the year passed, you kind of get a bit of hope.
That's Sarah.
You open this present. Sarah.
You realise, okay, right, you know, it might change. It might be different this time, you know. They mightn't be right. And you just kind of, and you live on that. You live on hope.
Do you want to open this one? Yeah. Okay.
I have Jimmy as well. Jimmy's a unbelievably great boy.
Who's going to say cheese?
He looked after Sarah from the time he could walk.
1, 2, 3.
And every birthday that we had, you know, I was saying, you know, we'll be here for another one, hopefully. And in 2011, she got her communion. She got it in December on her own because they told us she hasn't long left. And I think the town they all felt attached to her, you know. I mean, when she made her communion, the place was packed for her.
Nearly finished now.
At this stage, when she wasn't able to kind of fully see or anything, you'd come in and she'd touch your face and just look at you in the face, and then she'd know who you were, and you'd feel so relaxed then, and she'd start making jokes then, you know, and she was barely even able to talk and
What you laughing at? You laughing at Dada, yeah? You're crazy. I would always make her laugh, you know. I could always make her smile, you know. And she just wasn't able to smile, you know. And that was just realisation then that, yeah, we're in serious trouble.
It fell on Hedgehog. She was safe in her nest and fast asleep. The end.
She'd always say, give me a kiss and a hug, and I'd give her a kiss and a hug. And she'd always say, just one more kiss. One more hug. That was hard.
from all of us on the outside looking in, she loved her life. You did everything.
Clean's Foundation, it's amazing what they do. I'm friends with Brendan and Terry now. They're just brilliant people. And they went through, like, they lost Cleena, you know. They lost their own daughter, and they know what it's like. Hi, Brendan, you're on.
David Crowe, amazing guy. I've gotten to know him quite well. We never knew this family, we just connected with them. I suppose, and I hope David might say, we all kind of knew that maybe Sarah wouldn't survive her illness. And that bond, because we had lost Cleena as well, it's very strong, like.
I had to take time off work. Mary was off work when Sarah got sick first, and up and down to Dublin, and
Yeah.
you know, the small things, like, you know, you're spinning all the time. And
That's why we're here.
on Sarah's 16th birthday, we decided we wanted to mark it. You know, 16 is kind of a big age. We decided we'd do a charity night for Clean's Foundation.
Like, the community really came up behind it.
Oh, they did, yeah.
Huh?
Well, I'll tell you, it's an amazing town, because any time we've organised anything, you know, they've always came up trumps, like.
Yeah.
I appreciate being able to ring you and say, because you need to be able to talk to someone who has gone through what you've gone through.
Don't get me wrong, Dave. You're doing that too for families. You're doing that for me. It's not all one way. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's good.
Like, there you are, getting on with your life.
I know.
Like, because we have the charity in Clean's name, I'm not here going, everything is fantastic. It's
Yeah,
not.
It's not. Yeah.
I feel all those
Same
losses.
things.
Ah,
Yeah.
absolutely. They've helped us in return, and that means an awful lot. He's always willing to talk about the charity and the importance of the charity and the importance of the work that we do here at Clean's and the impact that it had on his life. That's very important. You know what I mean? Because we need the families to tell their story and kind of explain why Clean's Foundation exists. And they tell the story way better than I do.
A lot of people then would ask you, you know, if they haven't heard you, what do they do? Like, why? And I'd be saying to people, if you're giving money, give it to Clean's Foundation, because all the money you give will go to a family that need it.
But we are so glad that she was part of our family. She changed us all for the better. And you could feel the love anytime he'd come into this house. You know. And the love that's still there for her.
When I researching about Alpers, like, you know, they were kind of saying a lot of kids don't go beyond 10. But Sarah was 12 and a half when she passed. Doctors would say, no, she won't. This is it now. And each time she pulled through. It'll be 5 years next month, you know, in March. You know, and it's just still something that'll never leave me, you know. Always someone missing, you know. And that'll always be there. That'll never leave.